Hey guys, I was officially 6 months about a week ago. I felt like I didn't have that much new growth, and I felt like my hair wasn't really growing that much just because when your natural hair is growing, obviously it's not growing like your relaxed hair does. Like when you relax your roots, like you gain like an inch every time. You know what I mean? Like you can see the difference, but when your natural hair is growing, it's just growing like in the same spot because the curls keep wrapping around each other, and it's like, you might have that much growth, like new growth when you stretch it out, but from shrinkage, your hair is only maybe like that much longer, like at the end, you know what I mean? So I didn't feel like my hair was really growing that much. I felt like it was just really damaged. Hair has been just so tough to detangle. That's been my hugest problem now that I've gotten well into my transition, is just detangling. Every time I detangle, I feel like I lose so much hair. I did switch up a few things about my regimen to accommodate that. Like, I don't really shampoo that often anymore. I mostly just co-wash because I found that when I shampoo, my hair gets really tangled. And the way that I was shampooing with my relaxed hair and that I had still been shampooing was also contributing to my hair just being really, really tangled. Because I would really scrub, like put it all on top of my head and scrub it real good to get it nice and clean, but at the same time, it was completely just knotting up my hair. So I finally, stopped using shampoo every wash because I had been shampooing like every 4 to 7 days. Now I co-wash once a week, and I shampoo when it's necessary. Only if I feel like I have buildup on my scalp, or if I've been swimming in chlorine or beach water. And when I do shampoo, I only apply it to my roots, and I just scrub my roots, and I don't put my hair on top of my head and mix it all up. I just scrub at my roots, and then I kind of just like work the shampoo from my roots down. I kind of like rake it through, but I don't scrub all my hair. I have not straightened my hair in 4 months. Woo! And I didn't even want to straighten it this time. I really did not want to straighten it, but I had to. My client had asked that my hair was the same as the previous times that I've modeled for him, so I had to do my hair straight. But it's okay because I'm going to take advantage of it being straight and trim it. So it's kind of a good thing. And I used a heat protectant. But anyways, I didn't want to straighten it, but I straightened it. And I'm going to trim it probably tonight, actually. I trimmed it a teensy bit last night just to even out the ends because, this side grows a lot faster than this side for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, I've just had massive amounts of thinning. Like, where my natural hair is, I know you can't tell right now because I had to straighten my hair today for a gig that I had. I didn't really gain that much length. I didn't feel like my hair was growing that much. Like, I felt my new growth, but obviously the length wasn't really making a difference because I've just been doing curly hairstyles or wearing my hair up and pinned away like in a French twist or like with Victory Rolls. I just felt like I had been damaging my hair. I feel like I've been doing so much to try and help it and to try and make it better, but it just keeps getting worse. So, I mean, I could find that discouraging, but I don't. I just keep doing what I'm doing because I know that it is good for my hair, and I know that it will pay off as long as I just keep tweaking my regimen or keep tweaking the way that I do things to accommodate my new growth or my new hair. And I mean, my relaxed ends obviously are very thin, and they just keep getting thinner. But my natural hair up here is thick and healthy, and it's good. So I don't know. My transition's been good so far. I can't believe I've made it 6 months. I feel like my hair should be a lot longer after 6 months because the purpose of this hair journey is not to get longer hair, it's to get rid of my relaxed hair. So, it's been difficult. There have been times when I seriously was just like, I just want to cut it off. Like when I went on vacation in Mexico for a week, and I just didn't even try and attempt to do my hair because there's no point, because I was staying right on the beach and every day I was going swimming, so it was like, why would I try and set my hair or do some kind of style when it's just gonna get ruined again and again and again and again? So I wasn't doing my hair, and it was just, you know, I was wearing it, like, wet. And, I just kind of had to wing it that week. And then I got, like, this front part of my head braided in cornrows, which made it a lot easier for me. Or actually, it wasn't cornrows, it was French braids? Yes, French braids. So that made it a lot easier, just because I didn't look so strange. There have been times, like, I just wanted to cut it off, like, when I was in Mexico. When my hair is wet, that's when I just want to cut it off, because it just looks so ugly when it's wet. I do not like my hair, how it looks when it's wet. It looks terrible, and that's, like, the time that's the hardest for me, to look at my hair in the mirror and be like, ugh, I don't like it. But once I style it, I mean, you can't tell, you know, like, normally, I don't normally straighten it, obviously, but, I mean, you guys can see my past videos, sort of some of the ways that I like to style my hair. Like, when I pin it up, you can't tell that my roots are nappy, and the rest of my hair is not, because I tie my edge down with the scarf, and I stretch my hair with the band method. So you can't tell too much that I'm transitioning. It doesn't look bad when I style it, but when I don't, or like before I style it when it's wet, that's the worst. And those are my moments of weakness when I'm just like, oh, it looks so bad, I just want to cut it. But then I remember, I have to just style it, and it's okay, and then it doesn't look terrible anymore. So that's a little bit of motivation for me, the fact that, you know, at least I'm not that transitioner that has no idea what to do with their hair and is just, I would be a lot more frustrated if even when I styled it, I still didn't feel confident in the way that my hair looked. So I'm grateful that at least, you know, I can style it in a way that I like. I mean, that's pretty much been my 6 months. I have to be honest with you. I totally thought I had this all under control, under wraps. Like, I thought I was, like, good. I thought I was in the clear, you know, during my first 4 months. I was like, oh, this is not hard. Like, what is everyone talking about? Da-da. Like, I love my hair. If anything, it looks better now that I'm not, like, straightening it all the time, and now that I'm not relaxing. Like, it looks so much healthier and, like, prettier and da-da-da. And then once 5 and 6 months came rolling around, it was not the same story at all. So if you're there, if you're like 3-4 months transitioning and you're like, oh, this is so easy, yeah, just wait, it'll get harder, I promise. Not to say that you won't be able to handle it, because you can definitely handle it. You can definitely learn how to continually change your regimen to, you know, accommodate with the new growth, but it's not all going to be the same. And it's not all going to be as easy as it is now, which to me is a little nerve-wracking, because that means it's going to get even harder from this point, and it's already hard. It's not necessarily hard, because I found a way to detangle, or I guess I found a way to wash my hair in which it doesn't make detangling so difficult. But I don't know, before I had switched that up, it was really, really hard for me. It wasn't necessarily hard, it was just frustrating to see so much hair in my comb after I would get done detangling. And to just see my hair, like, thinning and thinning and thinning, like, week by week by week. So I'm glad that that part's over. I'm glad that I, like, figured out how to not do that and how to not make my hair so tangled. I miss you guys, and I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in ages, but here's a new video. Okay, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to update you guys. 6 months now. My hair did get longer. If you go and watch my mini chop / henna video, which I'll put here, you can see how long my hair was then. I think that was in April, 4 months ago. That was the last time I straightened my hair, and it was the last time I trimmed my hair. So you can see, you know, how much it's grown. I don't think it's grown too much. Like I said, I did cut a little bit last night, so it's not a completely true representation of how much has grown between then and now because I cut some of it off, but it did grow. So that was encouraging. To be honest, like I was kind of at a point where I was like, any month I might just cut my hair. But once I straightened it and I saw that it had gotten a little bit longer, that was kind of like a new motivation for me. So it kind of pushed me to be able to do these next 6 months. You know, it gave me a little bit of ratification. Like, you know, it showed me that all of my efforts aren't going to complete waste. Like, at least the thin, relaxed hair that I do have, at least it's longer. And I'm about to cut it again, but it means it's growing. And to all of you transitioners out there, do not lose your motivation. Don't do it. I mean, if you have set a goal for yourself, you know, an amount of months that you want to transition for, I say try your very best to reach that. If you come to a point where you're like, I need to cut my hair, there's nothing wrong with that. But I really think that that should be your absolute last resort. Like, try everything you possibly can to cope with it and deal with it and stick with it. Because you transitioned for a reason. You're transitioning for a reason. You didn't just do the big chop and go bald. You know, you decided to transition for a reason. And I'm sure it's because you're not comfortable with having completely no hair. Even though some people are, some people aren't. So if you're finding that it's difficult, just remember the reason why you are transitioning. I remember the reason why you wanted to transition over what, you know, X amount of time. My goal was 1 year. If I can go more than that, then I will. But my goal was 1 year. If I can make it to 1 year and then I do my big chop, I'll be satisfied. If I can go longer, that's awesome, and I'll go longer. I'm halfway through. It's not too bad. Bye.